I like to think of myself as a mostly level-headed person who tries to see the good in all of the zombies maps we've had in the last 13 years, even if they're really not very good. But honestly, today I want to die rise. This all started by me wanting to do some regular high rounds for once, just because it's a good way to mix things up and it gives me a break from the normal painful challenges that we do here on the channel usually. But when you load up Black Ops 2 and begin your first game, pull your pack-punched M16 from the storage fridge, and then get immediately double swiped on round 3 for a game over, you know it's going to be a rough day. No lie, I almost punched my monitor when this happened because only my dumbass would somehow have two zombies hit me at the exact same time that early on in the game, immediately after getting my good gun. That's why you should totally leave a like for my suffering and subscribe, because we're only 600 subs away from 115,000, and that's the funny zombies number. After yet another round 3 game over and my frustration levels building, we started to slow it down just a little bit. No need to speedrun if we can't even make it past the first few rounds, so I bought the SVU from the wall and built up some points until near the end of round 5. We made the power switch go brrrr and immediately got some luck finally with Juggernog being right next to the power switch. Finally something is going right. I lathered up my throat with Juggernog's thick juicy liquids and got to building the Sliquifier. Once we reached the roof, we sat around waiting for the elevators because what the hell else do you do on Die Rise other than malding while waiting for elevators to show up? I even got so tired of waiting that I just started to go through rounds, and on round 10 I decided to kill the jumping jacks without shooting so we could get a free perk from them just to have something to do. They gave me fucking Mule Kick. And I could write an entire research paper on why Mule Kick deserves to get lemon juice in its eyes, but I won't because I will be here all day. Still, out of anything, I got stuck with Mule Kick, and we need to figure out what to do now that we have a useless perk. Eventually I decided to make my way across the buildings where we bought some good old quick revive and some speed cola, because this game I decided, you know what, we're not going to grab double tap because the Sliquifier isn't affected by it, and neither is Mustang and Sally other than the fire rate. Guess it doesn't really matter though, because literally from the next jumping jack round we got double tap, which is just my kind of luck. The one time I don't want double tap I'm gonna get it, and I get Mule Kick the other times. Something else that's also my luck is that after jumping down the entire elevator shaft, I bought an AN-94 because I haven't used it in a while and I thought it would be fun, but my dumbass forgot my gun order and took it down like 45 seconds later after buying it. But remember, we have 3 guns, and you'll never guess what gun I lost from getting back up after losing my Mule Kick. That's right, my fucking Sliquifier, because yay, I love Mule Kick and Die Rise just so much. And yes, you can get the Sliquifier back from the mystery box, but I'm not gonna fucking do that because we will be here for ages, so I just deposited our points in the bank and just fucking yeeted myself off the building. This is just the most fun that I've had playing zombies in such a long time. I genuinely had more fun playing last gen Black Ops 3. Am I mentally like psychotic at this point? I don't know, probably. But one more game is all I can stand at this point, so after round 2, we jumped down to turn on the power switch and grab some points, but no luck on getting anything good out of the elevators. And because I didn't have a gun, we went and bought the highly underrated Remington 870 shotgun off the wall. We finished building the Sliquifier again and headed around the world for some perks for hopefully the last time today, because I really just want to get a fucking round 100 to prove I'm not bad at this video game. It's so weird, when I'm not recording I can always play pretty well and I can usually get to around 80, 90, 100 on this map, but just when I'm recording all skill goes out the window. Oh, I also got Mule Kick again as my free perk because Luke is not allowed to have fun on Die Rise. Once again on round 21, I decided to bail on the Remington in favor of the absolute alpha male war machine. Because if you're gonna be stupid, then you might as well full send it and just go absolutely full on dumb as shit. After pack punching it and spending round 22 obliterating zombies with it just to flex on all these weaklings, I headed down the elevator shaft once again. We did not go all the way though, because it is time to camp like the Sliquifier was intended for, and if you're unfamiliar with this spot, this is pretty much the spot that everyone uses for high rounds these days. Oh, and I completely forgot, Black Ops 2 Revival Day was yesterday, and if you don't know, it was basically just people trying to get on the game and play it to populate the servers a little bit because we missed Black Ops 2, and I heard it went down pretty well. Did you guys actually play it yesterday? If you did, then tell me in the comments, because I'm curious. Some people in my live stream yesterday said that they were running into hackers, you know, like sometimes 3 in one lobby, and then other people were saying that out of 10 games that they played on multiplayer, they got no hackers. So yeah, if you did play regardless of whatever platform you were on. Did you run into any? Because I'm actually kind of curious. Anyway, sorry, I was just curious about that. Back to the gameplay and stuff. And I know that there's a few different ways to run this specific strategy, and most people prefer to sit inside the little room that's in front of me, you guys can see, but I personally just prefer this spot right here in case I need to bail out and jump down the elevator. But anyway, we also got our 6th and final perk on round 24, but now it's time for a big time lapse through a bunch of rounds, courtesy of Cherry, who is editing this video today. Oh wait, I guess that wasn't a very long time lapse because I completely forgot that the jumping jacks have the single most fucked hitboxes in the history of zombies, and your melee misses a good 70% of the time no matter what you do. I was barely able to get off the revive before getting hit a second time though, and you know, hey, at least we're back up. That's something. Not like it really made a difference though, because in the next round I took another fucking down. And just to add a little bit more fuel to this dumb fire, I accidentally killed the last zombie because I thought that there were 3 of them left because there were when I jumped down, but apparently there was just 1. Just fuck my existence. Now we have to somehow get Juggernog from the worst location possible in the back of the roof well on a brand new round. Luckily for me, the zombies just seemed to be programmed to run past me somehow, and I was absolutely able to pull off the clutch for once in my life to just be able to live another few rounds. Back in the elevator shaft we go for some more round grinding, but again, it didn't really last too long because I decided to go for a max ammo during the middle of a round and they just shoved a jar up my ass. And once that jar broke, we tried to go and revive ourselves, but I had a zombie spawn at the worst possible area, cutting off my path, causing a GG. So overall, in conclusion, fuck Die Rise. I hate this map so goddamn much, and just to prove how much I hate it, I started another game thinking maybe one more, and by the time I built this liquefier, my brain just said fuck this and jumped off the map. I think that that was a safety mechanism that my brain triggered because it just could not handle any more damage to itself, because honestly I was just losing brain cells. And I do want to say there is fun things about Die Rise out there, like genuinely there is actually fun bits to it, but overall just this map is aging like absolute milk and I really just can't play it very much anymore. I do know there's a contingency of people out there that absolutely just love this map and I don't get it, but you know what, hey, at least each to their own, right? My least favorite map of all time is the Darkest Shore, so I guess I just don't like bad maps. So if you do want to help me recover from all this brain damage, then you should leave a like on this video, and like I said, subscribe. We're close to the funny zombies number of 115,000 and I would love to reach that. Now go watch this video about my quest to beat the moon Easter egg with only an M1911.